Well, in keeping with the idea that we don't take anything too seriously and we try to have some levity and
Sure.
some perspective, Sarah and I always end our episodes talking about something outside of politics. And I just felt that you dropped a very spicy take about nachos not being all that they're cracked up to be, and I'd like to hear more about it.
Sure. Well, yeah, I published a piece at my Substack, mattruby.substack.com, if you're interested, about the most overrated foods in our society. And nachos were on the list. There was a couple of controversial ones. I feel like there's some that everyone agreed with me on, or not everyone, but a lot of people agreed with me on. Truffle oil, I think, is a con, is an excuse to charge you $5 more for fries. Oysters, I just think, are like ocean snot. Anytime there's a food and people are like, well, you don't chew it, you just swallow it. I'm like, I don't know. Chewing's kind of my favorite part of eating. I enjoy that part of it. Orange wine, I don't like it whenever someone starts talking about skin contact or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, just bring me a Pinot Grigio. I'm fine. But the nachos, that was a controversial one. And my argument is not against nachos empirically. It's the way the toppings are applied to nachos. I feel like there's a real inequality. I'm the Bernie Sanders of nachos. I think 1% of the nachos are getting all the toppings, and then the rest are being left out. They're naked, and we're not addressing the have-nots in the nacho community, because you get the first couple bites, and oh, those are great. And then you've got a bunch of naked nachos underneath. No one's able to have any. And this is a problem if you're at a bar and, everyone's going in first to try to scoop the nachos that have some toppings. And so I don't know. I think the unequitable distribution of toppings in the nacho community is an unaddressed crisis that I wanted to bring up so we could have more dialogue around that. And if I may, perhaps my most controversial take was that hot sauce is overrated. And people are like, what? You don't like hot sauce? What kind of monster? And it's like, no, I said overrated because I do like hot sauce. What I don't like is people liking hot sauce their entire personality, which I've seen too many times. Beyonce has done this, and Hillary Clinton did this. Oh, I like hot sauce, I'm interesting. I'm like, no, that's just the food equivalent of a dude wearing a fedora. It doesn't mean you have a personality. So it's not that I dislike hot sauce. I dislike the hot sauce phenomenon where people are like, guess what? I like hot sauce. Aren't I unique and special? I'm like, no, we all like hot sauce. It's fine. Good luck with that, Hillary, but I'm not buying it.
It's just so hard to be unique and special, and we're all just digging for our own paths out there, and it then just lumps us in with the people who are trying too hard to be unique and special. It's tough.
I mean, I do own a fedora, so I don't know. Maybe I'm guilty here too,
I mean, everybody has their thing, right? We could all be criticized for making that thing too much of our personality. I wanted to bring up the nachos also because I just saw that Subway is doing this foot-long nacho situation. Are you aware of this?
I was not aware of this.
I think you need to investigate. I don't like the foot-long phenomenon in general. I don't think we needed foot-long churros. That sounds like a way to make a bad churro to me.
I've never heard of this.
No, Subway's doing that too, the restaurants. So they make the foot-long sandwiches, they have the foot-long churros, and now they're going to have foot-long nachos. So I just would like to know if you ever experienced those, if they nail the distribution of toppings or not.
I mean, empirically, I'm opposed to the idea of measuring nachos via distance. All right. I mean, maybe height, height of the nachos. Maybe is it a foot high? Maybe I could see that. But what you're just lining up. Not it's like how many nachos to reach the moon is the next question I have. I don't know. This won't be the first time I've been opposed to Subway and whatever they're doing. So I guess I'll just add it to the list of alongside meat that comes out of a tennis ball can.
Yeah, it's a good point. We just don't need to track our food by its height. I think
yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Tell everyone if they want to follow you in more depth where they can find you. So you mentioned your Substack. What else do you have going on?
Yeah. Instagram, Matt Ruby Comedy. I post clips there all the time. And then I've got a website, mattrubycomedy.com. Where you can watch my stand-up specials. I've got a new one called Bolo that's up on YouTube. And at mattrubycomedy.com, that's got all my specials and, email list and links and all kinds of good stuff there. And then also I'm going to be touring upcoming. I'm going to be in Chicago and San Francisco and DC and Pittsburgh and Connecticut. So all that you can find at mattrubycomedy.com under the show's link.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much to Matt Ruby for joining me. Check out all of the links in the show notes to find him elsewhere. Don't forget to get your tickets to our live show at pantsuitpoliticsshow.com.